know that. Well, that's a nice surprise, isn't it? We have a one-time only on a Crewneck sweater from AnyBody. It's a mixed stitch design, and our one-time only price is $34.99. It's the middle of January. It's sweater weather, and this is adorable. You can see the way the cabling is done in varying sizes and positions across the front of that sweater. I love the sleeve, the little balloon sleeve that you see there too, so it feels very feminine. And with that price of under $35, keep in mind that's about 40% off, but it is only until the end of our fashion deals show. So let me show you all 4 of the colors we have as you're looking at it on Bridget and you're looking at it on Ashley. You can see that's a really cute sweater. You can imagine all the ways and places you're going to want to wear it. So first up, we have it in the color cherry red. And what's nice is the yarn has almost a bit of heathering to it. I know it's really bright and it probably is reading very, very bright on your monitor, but thank you, Dom. That's a great close-up where you can see a little bit that it's not just a saturated solid red. So it's cherry red. And it is that maraschino cherry color, truly it is. And then we have it for you in black, always chic, can't go wrong with a black sweater. And you can see, even in the black, how that mixed stitch and the varying kind of scale and size of the cable really adds interest to it. And by the way, it's soft. Not scratchy, not itchy, really nice. This is the color light heather gray. And so that's a really nice way to do a gray sweater. And then finally, we have it for you in the color that you saw Bridget wearing, and this is sky blue. So sky blue. And probably easiest to see some of these details in this color, so I'm going to put that in the front. Amel is here. Amel, you know, is our brand ambassador for AnyBody. Amel Masalam.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Leah.
Good
Happy
to see
Monday.
you.
Great to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
What a cute sweater.
It's a really cute sweater. This is a big statement, but I will say this is hands down one of my favorite sweaters we've ever done. I post myself on social media wearing this sweater all the time. In fact, my sister-in-law and I both showed up to Thanksgiving in this sweater.
Nice.
And I don't think I'm alone, because if you check out the reviews, a lot of you have said it's perfection. Someone gave it 10 stars, which we only go up to 5, and someone wrote 10 stars. But it really is a beautiful sweater, because you are going to see a lot of mixed stitch out at retail. But I love our take on the mixed stitch because, first of all, it's all tonal. So it's a very timeless, classic look that you will reach for time and time again. And it's not a super chunky, beefy sweater. So I would say it's more of a light to medium weight. It still keeps you warm and cozy. It's still substantial, but it's layerable. So if you wanted to add a puffer vest or something over it, you can. But then as we head into March, April, you can still wear this. It's a really well-made sweater, and you can see all of the different panels of stitching. You have the basket weave, you have the cable knit. There's so many panels of stitching, so it looks very expensive. It looks more high-end.
And then the detail on the sleeve itself, where you've got the little bit of the cuff and the balloon, which is really nice. You've got the ribbed band at the hem also, and then the simple crew neck with the ribbing. All of these things. And it's interesting because, I don't know, there's something sort of, when you think about sweater, particularly a cable knit sweater and a chunky cable knit sweater, and you think like, oh, what's that going to feel like?
Yes.
This is so incredibly soft. Like, you will love not just the look of this and the texture. I think whenever you add texture, it adds interest to an outfit. But it feels really good.
It does.
Yeah.
And that's because there's a lot of rayon in here. Rayon emulates silk, so you get the softness. So to Leah's point, sometimes you put on these sweaters and they look pretty, but they're scratchy and you need an underpinning. I have nothing on under this, and I encourage you not to wear anything under it so you can feel this up against your skin. It is very, very soft. And I have to say the fit on it is really good. You know, I've shared before, I carry my weight in my upper half, so I'm very particular about how sweaters fit. And this gives me such a nice fit in through the bust and shoulders, and it gives me shape without being too tight. I still feel like I have plenty of room.
By the way, over 500 orders have been placed, and you know that you wore it with just a nice pair of jeans, a colored denim. Bridget wearing it with a plaid pant that we have coming up later in the show. Ashley wearing it with the Women with Control prime stretch denim. Like, this is what we love about sweaters. They just work. And so whether you're wearing it on its own, and you mentioned, wear it on its own, you'll love how soft it is. But I love a crew neck because I can do a collared shirt under
Yes.
it. I can do a turtleneck under it. I can layer it that kind of way. I can put a little vest over this if I want to. It'd be super cute. It's $34.99.
So
and
good.
frankly, looking at the ladies, it looks like a much more expensive sweater. So Bridget's wearing it in sky blue. Bridget is 5'7". She models it for you in the size large. You can see how great it looks. And it's not oversized.
No.
We describe this as, we're describing it as a relaxed fit, but I think relaxed in terms of you got room in the sleeve and room through the body without it being slouchy.
Exactly.
So that's, I think, really flattering.
It is. Yeah, the sleeve actually gives me like a blouse vibe because it's that drop shoulder. And then do you see how you get a bit of that extra fabric that bloussants over the cuff? Again, these are the details that make it look very expensive. This is, like I said, you are seeing a lot of this out at retail, but sometimes I see it done where the stitching is in different colors, Leah, and I find that a little bit harder to style. This will not go out of style. This is timeless. It's classic. It still has a sophisticated look to it, so you can dress it up with a heel like I've done, but keep this super casual. I walked in the building with a puffer vest over this and just a boot, and then I changed. So you can see it does have a lot of versatility to it.
So let's remind you what your colors are, and keep in mind this is a one-time only, and what that means is the $34.99 price tag is only for this show. So you've got about, what, an hour? Actually two. Our show is extended today. I forgot. I thought I was done at 9 o'clock.
Right.
I'm done at 10. But you've got 2 hours. But I can tell you, lots of people are already shopping for this. Over 700 already spoken for. So if you want the color that Bridget's wearing, you're asking for sky blue. We only have 150 to go around. You know, blue sweater that people always tell you, if you're getting your picture taken, take it blue. It's such a good blue. It's such a flattering blue. So about 150 if the blue is calling your name. And then we have the Notice Me color, which is cherry. And it is really that maraschino cherry, but I love that it's not so much.
Right.
And you can see in the yarn, there are little flecks of white there that just sort of break it up a little bit, which is really very nice. I know on your television screen or your computer monitor or your phone or tablet, however you are watching, it may seem extremely vibrant, but it's a really pretty red in person. Black, let's face it, that's a default. That's a heavy rotation. That's a must. You want a black sweater in your assortment, and so this is nice. And instead of it being just sort of basic, have something with some interest and some texture like this mixed stitch. And then our final choice is the light heather gray, and we're down to just 200 in that, which if you hear me say all the time, that's my favorite off-duty kind of look. So love this. So it's a 670913, and a lot of people are shopping for this sweater. It's under $35. What a great way to start a Monday. It's sweater season, sweater weather. Get a cute new sweater. Amel,
thank you for having me. Great to start my week off with you, Leah. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Listen, if you are not familiar with the really what we'll call super